I leave the TV on, I'm done with your sad eyes. I can take another night with you on like this. So let's go, I'm sure you can take it. You've been crying over him for a lifetime. So if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past late.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's Extreme Declutter and Organize with me. This is a messy house transformation to give you extreme cleaning motivation. As you can tell, we are starting off in the laundry room because I have so many clothes to go through and organize and declutter that I wanted to really just make sure that all of my laundry was done so that it just was as efficient as possible. Whenever I do these types of declutters, I try to have everything organized in one space and at least clean, so I know what I have and I know what I'm going through. There's not going to be anything later for surprises. So we are starting off with the laundry. If you're new here, I'm Becca and I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse. I do a ton of cleaning motivation, organizing, decorating, and DIYs, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family.
I can watch you sinking down on the battleship. So count to 10, then again, Mississippi. You've been crying over him for a lifetime. So if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past late. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. I know. Boys be boys, ain't no excuse, babe. Now hey you.
A lot of you have been requesting a video like this lately, and I really needed to just get the motivation to really go through everything and organize and declutter. This is one of my favorite but least favorite tasks, if that makes any sense. I enjoy organizing everything and seeing it after it's done. I really enjoy knowing what I have and being able to just keep it neat. But at the same time, when it's in pure chaos and a complete mess, then of course I'm not always looking forward to dealing with it, but it feels good when it's done. Today we're starting off in my 2 younger boys' room because there's just so many clothes that my youngest Tristan has grown out of that I've really just needed to go through and pull out and, put in a pile and just really get rid of it. I have a bad habit of just letting it sit there even though I know it doesn't fit him, and just, like I said, finding the time to just go through it and get it done. So that is what we're doing right now. We're going to go through all of his clothes and just take everything out that no longer fits him.
Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low, went from just talking to taking you home.
Since my 2 younger boys share a dresser, I typically hang my youngest son's shirts up in the closet just to save space in the dresser. This way it ensures that all of their clothes fit in the dresser. But I still needed to go through the pants drawer. His pajamas are pretty good. I recently actually went through those ones because the drawer was so overflowing that I was forced to go through them. But I really need to go through pants and shorts. Now that the wash is done, we're going to go ahead and switch this load while I finish up in the boys' room. That way, when I'm all done in the boys' room, all of the laundry will be ready to be folded and put away and organized when I'm ready to go into my closet.
Taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown.
these are all the clothes that Tristan has grown out of. I'm going to fold them up and neatly just set them aside. I save all of my clothes all of my baby clothes for my cousin Lauren because she has a sweet little boy, and I literally just pass everything on to her and give it straight to her. I love that it's staying within the family and that it goes from, my 2 boys down to her boy and maybe even a future boy. I just love that it's getting passed around the family and it's getting a lot of love and use, and it's exactly what I would want for all of these clothes. If I wasn't going to use them in the family, I would definitely be donating them. This is where I store all of the clothes that Grayson has grown out of, my 4-year-old, and I'm saving them for my 2-year-old. And whenever I go through and pull things out that no longer fits Tristan, I go ahead and go through this area to see if there's anything in here that he has now grown into, which there was a decent amount. He actually did grow into all these like footy pajamas that I'm holding in my arm. But he does not like pajamas like that. He is very warm-blooded. He gets very hot at night, so he refuses to sleep in any footy pajamas. He's the only child of mine that is like that, but I'm probably just going to donate these even though they fit him. I'll probably just either donate them or give them to my cousin because he's not going to wear them anyways. I'm going to quickly clean up their shoes and organize their closet. That way I'm no longer tripping over them whenever I come in here. It probably won't stay like this for very long, but then again, it will look good for a little bit of time. Time to fold the last load of laundry, and then we are all ready and set to go to start working on my closet, which of course is going to be the bigger task out of all of this.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself.
So this is the state that my closet is starting in. It is Not horribly bad, but it definitely needs some touching up. My husband's side is the worst side. He is really bad when it comes to staying organized, and I sometimes just let him kind of throw whatever he wants wherever he wants, and then eventually I go back and just, tackle it all at once, and it stays that way for a few months, and then we'll come back and work on it again. But I also like to hang my clothes that I'm drying in here, and that's what I'm organizing right now, is all the clothes that I recently cleaned and dried in here and just didn't hang back up or didn't put away. So we're gonna organize that real quickly before we start diving in and really going through stuff. So this is where I store all of my pants, my leggings, anything that you would wear on your legs. I store down here. There were a lot of things that I don't wear anymore, that I don't care to wear anymore. I just haven't gone through them and gotten rid of them. So I'm getting rid of a decent amount of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys right now. A lot of these jeans that I own don't even fit me right now. I think I have 2, maybe 3 pairs of jeans that fit me right now. A lot of them don't, because I've gained a lot of weight in the last probably year and a half. So a lot of this doesn't fit me, but I'm on my weight loss journey. I've been busting my butt at the gym. I've been, making sure to keep a healthy diet, and I have lost some weight, but I still have a ways to go. But I will get back down to fitting into all of my jeans again. As far as my t-shirts, I go through them honestly pretty frequently because I buy a lot of shirts. I don't buy a lot of anything else. I think if I had to choose what I spend the most money on when it comes to clothing, it's shoes and shirts. I love a really comfortable t-shirt or, a baggy t-shirt, whatever. I just love that type of style, and you can find it for so inexpensively. So I buy them pretty frequently. Every time I see something like that when I'm out and I like it, I buy it. So I end up with a lot of shirts. I try to go through my shirts often, so there's not just a lot of things sitting in here that I don't wear and haven't worn for a while.
Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly away.
Okay, so I noticed when I was going out with my friend a couple weeks ago, I was looking at my sundresses, and there just was nothing really appealing to me that I would have felt comfortable wearing or wanted to wear, or really just was even my style anymore. I had some rompers in here that I hate wearing rompers. That's just me. It's just, they're not easily accessible when I have to go to the bathroom. That's not comfortable. So I just needed to get rid of them. And there was just a lot of things in here that I don't wear anymore, and I want to make space to get some cute new sundresses. This is all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. It is a whole garbage bag full. I'm really proud of myself for getting rid of a lot of this stuff. And if you guys are wondering what I'm going to do with all of it, I always donate all of our adult clothes, and I will see if there is a homeless shelter that I can donate to, or if there is, a donation box in the local area that I can put it in. I really try to stay away from donating to Goodwill. I love shopping at Goodwill, don't get me wrong, but I don't like to donate my clothes or anything that I know that could be very useful in a time of need to somebody. And Goodwill is a for-profit place, so for me, I try to donate somewhere where I know it is going to be needed. Salvation Army is a really great place to donate to, so I usually choose those places. Leave me a comment down below if you know what show this is from, if you know what this is. This was my husband's when he was a kid, and his mom actually held on to it, and a couple years ago she asked if we wanted it, and my husband thought it would be great for the kids to play with. He thought that they would just love it, and in the end they ended up being terrified of it. They were so scared of it. Anytime they see it, they cry. It just terrifies them. But my husband is not ready to part with it yet. It's like one of his favorite childhood toys, so we just kind of hide it in the closet where the kids can't see it, so it doesn't scare them. My husband is just like anybody else's husband, and he stores a lot of crap on the floor. And I know if you have a husband or a significant other, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. There wasn't even that much down here. It looked way worse than what it was. That Best Buy bag, not even sure why it was in here, belongs in the office, but there wasn't too much. A lot of these clothes needed to be washed. They just hadn't been washed in a long time, and they were in storage, and my husband doesn't wear his button-ups all the time, so he kind of just tossed them on the floor in a wash later pile, so we're gonna get to that. All right, friends, here's the closet all organized and finished. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It was so worth doing and spending the time on. But thank you so much for choosing to click on this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.